YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will definitely help you along the way. All right, as you saw by the title, Heimir Hallgrimsson reflects on quitting Reggae Boyz. We're going to go through that tape, give our takes on it. Usmnt knocked out, Panama advances in Copa America. All right, and then we are going to include Jamaica Reggae Boyz transfers. So a lot of the guys, them, what they are doing at this point. All right, so we're going to start with that and then definitely go into the Heimir Hallgrimsson situation because that's going to take over the show. I'm going to start by bigging up everyone that I do see in the chat, but give me a little time. Take a little time to get yourself together so we can have that conversation today. All right, yes, but I'm trying to get the listing so I can see who is actually inside the chat. All right, yeah, man. Maximum respect for all the persons that have joined so early because I know the time is definitely earlier for a lot of you guys. All right. So let me start by blessing you up and safe for a lot of people inside Jamaica because I heard that a storm will be coming there. So definitely safe for all of you guys. All right. Yeah. So I saw. Let me give. All right. So we saw Chris Smith in the house. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Omar Fowlin. Massive respect. Omar Fowlin says, so I expected United States to lose and they did. All right. Ernest. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Yes, man. Osh Puppy in the building with Lansley Blake and Jaro with Daniel Fletcher and DNA Football. All of the guys them turning up and a lot of people hit the like button early. All right. So let me start with Copa America. Let me just do the Copa America thing very fast so we can get that out of the way. Then we go to the transfers and then we will do the Heimir Hallgrimsson clip and then react to it because he said a lot of things that is very much honest coming from his side and eye-opening for what's to come. All right, so we wanted to make sure we detail that. Mr. Lamar, hope all is well with your family. Joseph Brown checking, maximum respect. Sean Answer checked in as well with Tycoon in the building. Guys, I've pinned a link. You can always donate to the channel if you like what we do, but always like the video first is always the main option, but we always put that link so you can directly donate to support the channel. All right, so we had Copa America continued. All right, yes, we have our listing of best performing CONCACAF teams. All right, so Panama played Bolivia and United States played Uruguay. Panama was the favorites coming into the Bolivia game and they won that one 3-1. So with them winning that 3-1, Panama is the second team from the CONCACAF region actually qualified. Tennessee can't sleep well, Marlon can't sleep well. All right. Then United States, I heard the Americans saying that they got robbed. Let me know if you watched the game and you said the goal was offside. Let me know, all right, because they're saying that they have gotten robbed, all right. And if it's a CONCACAF thing, if they decide that they're gonna rob the CONCACAF teams, because a lot of persons would say that Jamaica was robbed as well because they should have gotten a penalty in which it was not awarded. So let me know if United States got robbed in your eyes, and if they had even gotten robbed, I don't necessarily believe that they had created enough chances to win against Uruguay, and it wouldn't be enough on the day, but at least they wanted the fair play because it was held in their country, and they expect at least a good fair outing. They are the underdogs coming into this game, and they wanted everything to be on their side to help them. Well, that was not good enough because they lost as what we expected. They lost 1-0. 1-0 versus Uruguay. Oliveira scored in the 66th minute, the goal that they said is controversial. All right, so United States is out, Mexico is out, and Jamaica is out. Costa Rica will be playing later. Let me know what say you guys as it relates to Costa Rica if they have a chance. All right, at this point, what it says for me, it comes down to the grouping that you do get, all right? And a lot of teams got tough groups, and the games that they should have won, they never won that game. So it left the other team with an opening. All right. Yes, as you saw, Venezuela won the game against Mexico. It left the opening. So Venezuela was the team that Mexico should have defeated. They created the more chance. They were the better team and should have full out win that game. All right. They never did. And that's what I thought cost them massively. All right. Yes. And I do believe that United States, it's the same thing happened to them. They should have defeated Panama. They never did. And that door was actually open and left open. And Panama took full advantage of that. Obviously, seeing Panama team and looking at United States team, you would say that United States team is clearly better than Panama team. So the red card definitely haunted them, to be honest. All right. Yes. So I'm going to be honest. I thought that Panama is not as good as America, and they had not even played as good as America, just the same throughout this tournament, but still went on to drop out. All right. So it only goes to show you that this region, it is not the top, the third, from the third to sixth place, or the third to ninth place. All right, the third to ninth place, you can't drop off so much and still maintain a result. Just like when Chile had 10 players, but Canada couldn't break them down. That tells you how superior the CONMEBOL region is over CONCACAF. But I don't think CONCACAF teams can do the same. If you drop a red card, you're going to lose. They drop a red card against Trinidad, they lost that game. They drop a red card against Panama, they lost that game. All right, so that the bracket from third to 10th, you can't drop a red card and win those games. You're going to lose majority of the times. All right. Yes. And that's what it shows me right there. So only 2 teams so far going through out of all of the teams that went to the Copa America. Costa Rica will see what they could do later, but I don't think they can make up the additional goal difference. So that is my biggest problem. That is my fear there. All right. So let me know what say you as it relates to the overall game, what you made of the game. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, and massive respect for everyone that came in. Smash the like button, share, and subscribe. So let me see, we have a few more comments that came in. Dre says good afternoon to you as well. Joseph Brown said, I don't care, they got a taste of their own medicine. USA get all the calls in CONCACAF and they don't in CONMEBOL. Okay, totally understand. I thought that someone would have came up with that a long time ago. Omar Fowling said, I see the line that was drawn and your guy looked offside. So you're saying it looks like a legitimate offside and they have their claim. All right, so that means CONCACAF will be saying that CONMEBOL came here and maybe they were surprised as to how the CONCACAF teams could get themselves together. All right, Football Global said the entitlement is crazy from USA, but you can't say that and then you guys came and said that it was a stonewall penalty for Jamaica and they robbed Jamaica. You can't say that when people actually admitting that it looks like a illegal goal. You have to give them their credit just the same, and because that's where people will say that we only look out for ourselves. You understand me? Because if you are saying at the same time that it was a legitimate illegal goal, you have to call it as it is. Kevin Jones, big up yourself. Claudine in the building, massive respect. Says karma again. All right. Damian Lowe, Edda was stolen. Jesus God, you guys are going back 1.5 years ago. Oh my God. All right, people. Jamaicans don't forgive nothing. All right, they don't forgive and they don't forget. All right, so Americans, you guys lost. All right, and you lost. Period. Okay. Oh my God. 1 second, guys. So that is the Americans, and big up to Panama. Big up to Panama. So let me start here. Let me just run through this fast. Based on what you saw, give me a top 5 teams. Give me a top 5 teams based on the performances. All right. Who you have in first place now? Like how the tournament is pretty much done for CONCACAF teams. Give me your top 5 teams. No. What you made of the overall conversation. Let me know, guys. All right, because at this point we can't deny that I am going to give Canada first place. I'm going to give Canada first place. I am going to go with Canada to get first place, people. I don't know what say you guys, but I'm going with Canada first place. Canada first place, and then Panama. I thought Panama struggled worse off than Canada, and I thought that the teams that Panama had, Bolivia last. I truly believe that Bolivia was in the game toe to toe with Panama too much for my liking. That's just my take still. I don't know what say you guys, but that's just my take as it relates to Panama. I was not so impressed with Panama based off of how they struggled with Bolivia. I thought that if Canada had bucked Bolivia, they would have definitely dealt with them properly. All right, so I'm going to give Canada the edge over Panama for first place. All right, yes. So I'm going to go with Canada first, Panama second, and I'm going to still give Mexico a better showing than what I saw over United States, because Mexico, in all of the games Mexico played, they were the better team. They were the better team in almost every game. No, not almost. They were the better team in almost in every game that they played. Against Jamaica, they were better than everybody. They were better than Venezuela. They were better than Ecuador, and they finished with four points. All right, so for me, and United States finished on 3. So Mexico takes third spot right there for me, and then United States took the fourth spot. Jamaica, thought that Jamaica played a half, so I would say if let me see the final showing for Costa Rica. But at this point, Costa Rica got a draw against Brazil. That was a defensive display. And I could say that I saw Jamaica defended good in certain patches. That I could say that they could rival for the 5th spot. But definitely they don't get into the 4th spot. The 4th spot is sealed. It's just who you have for your 4th. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right. I forgive Canada also. Travdan agreed that he's giving Canada first place, and then Panama, you're gonna give second place then. All right. Not giving those rude Canadians first place. Claudine, I okay, all right. First place, so Panama is first and Canada second. Okay. And then you give United States third. But United States finished on 3. They lost 2 games, but yet still Mexico better than every team. Travdan says, no, Jamaica is the worst. So Travdan not even entertaining the conversation. He's saying that Jamaica is the worst. All right, let me see Costa Rica play their 3rd game before I can go through that, because all of the other teams played their 3rd game. So I have to stay a little bit fair to Jamaica at this point. So that's up. Okay, Jamaica not rivaling for an art. So Jamaica gets 6th spot. So let me see what Costa Rica can do in the 5th spot. So to see if they can even leapfrog United States. Because if Costa Rica get a good result in their final game, definitely they might just leapfrog United States. All right. So United 4th and 3rd spot still up for grabs. Okay. 4th and 5th spot, I should say. All right. All right, so thanks guys, all the people hitting the like button coming through. Massive respect. So let me move on now. So we have Omari Hutchinson, guys. Omar Hutchinson completed his move. All right. So Ipswich signed 20 million. Chelsea winger Hutchinson. So 20 million. You're gonna go into the details. All right. Yes, they stated here. Ipswich have signed Chelsea forward Omar Hutchinson in a club record deal. The 20 years old has signed a 5-year deal with the Premier League New Boys with a fee believed to be worth an initial 20 million with a further 2.5 million pounds potential due subject to performance related add-ons. All right, so pretty much Chelsea went down to 22.5 million, but 2.5 million is on add-ons. They wanted 25 million at least, so they got 20 million up front and a further 2.5 million add-ons. I think that is a good seal for Chelsea at this point. I don't think they would have fully got the 30 million. So to get 22.5, that is very good. Or 20 up front and then 2.5 in add-ons, that is very good. All right. So what that makes for Omar Hutchinson, I think that makes good things for Omari Hutchinson, because what that does now, it gives him a platform to can get game. He's their talismanic figure because he's their dearest transfer player. All right, so they are looking to get the most out of him. All right, and I thought that last year when they were playing him in spurts, even though he was doing astronomically good. All right, astronomically good. I will talk about Arsenal, how much money Arsenal will get. Arsenal will get more than 2.5 million. Fire gunner, just relax. I have the information here. So just relax. You don't have to desperately want to put Arsenal in the conversation. I wouldn't have excluded Arsenal. Okay, Fire Gunner? All right, thank you very much. I'm just giving the upsides to what's taking place here. All right. Last year, I don't believe that they wanted to. I thought that they knew how good he was, but they wanted to make sure. I have a theory in my head thinking that they were trying to make sure they don't put on more on him, because I always believe that they wanted to buy him and they always expressed that belief. But because Broadhead and those guys were delivering as well, I thought that they never wanted to inject him so much in all games. If they don't have to use him, they're not going to use him. Like, they don't want to inflate his market value so high that they can't pay for him. Because if he had scored 2 more goals in a 40 million, that's 40 million, people. So at some point, I thought that was the case, because we were watching it every single time and we had conversations all along. But 22.5 million, 25 million euro is incredible for a 20-year-old guy that went down a notch after being dubbed as one of the biggest England wonder kids. All right, he was one of the biggest rated England wonder kids at 16 years old, and he made a dip, and this is a new pattern to show how you rise your career to that level. So showcase it right there. Hopefully he can get settled soon, and then if the opportunity presents itself, he can be ready to represent Jamaica. That is a different conversation that we're going to be having at some point. Let me try and get the rest of the comments right. No, let me make sure I go in. No, let me get the comments first, then I'll go into the deals as it relates to how much money Arsenal will be getting. All right. So, man from Portland said, your American YouTuber called Panama a S team. Well, they lost to a S team. So what that makes them. All right, Mr. Man from Portland. Yes, and stop going over them to watch their business and come and talk about their business on Jamaican platforms. Look how Panama got an aggressive pressing coach and completely transformed their national team. All right. Winston Richard said, greetings all. Please don't underrate my second team, Canada. JD, USA and Mexico have brilliant coaches. I did my national B and C in the US and my Canadian B here in Canada. Okay, thank you, Winston. Massive respect. All right, big baller, Benzema, blessings. Big up yourself, Owen. Big up yourself, massive respect. Yeah. He just dropped that comment. He never said hello, bye, I are nothing. Oh, Arsenal should get certain things. Well, they said Arsenal should get up to 4 million out of the deal. All right, because our Arsenal had developed the player. All right, so based on the deal, they said Arsenal should be getting up to 4 million. So it's going to start at 2.5. But based on what he does, the rest will come out of the addition as well. So because that's how it works when you're selling a player. You can't just take all of the fee out of that when you have additional performance bonuses as well. They try to spread it across so the parent club can get as much money, and based on the performance of the player, you will get your back end of the money as well. Yes, so that's how it is for Chelsea, Arsenal, and Omari Hutchinson. I think it's a brilliant deal, and it helps out Chelsea big time because they can't get Raheem Sterling off the books as yet. So that tells you that it's a big deal. He was one of the hottest players to sell at this point, and they got him off the books. Jarrah said, seems like you don't like to hear about Arsenal, JD. No, it's just because he jumps in and say that, from that day he come in, drop his little dodgy behavior, talking about oh my thoughts matters so much. when he's on my platform asking why my thoughts matter so much. So he comes in and just drop his dodgy thing and run off, being angry, for reasons I don't know. Football thought, everyone said his agent wasn't good for going to Chelsea. No, I thought that everything works out well in the end. Period. All right, everything works out, and in the end. Period. 1 million for Whisper. I don't know if that is accurate. I don't know. I've heard a lot of things. I'm still doing research on how much it truly that deal was. All right, so give me a little time to get as much more information. But I don't think it was $1 million. Tyrell Senior. I don't know. I will have to do more research on it before I can talk on that. Ty, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Football Global and Mr. Speed for national team. I don't know. I don't know how you guys just get up every day and say something completely different. When are you coming to Toronto, JD? I don't know. I should have been in Canada a long time in life, but it never worked out for me. So I am not there. All right. The two teams we beat advance from their group. They also beat us, and Canada did beat Jamaica as well. Owen. All right. JD, what is your thought about having a Spain coach? I don't know. That is a deep one. That's a deep one. Let me just go through the rest of the transfers, because remember, we want to go to the meat of the matter. We only have 2 hours in these shows, so I have to get out as much information as possible. All right. So that is Omari Hutchinson. Then you have Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe from Bournemouth in the Premier League. He signs for Sheffield Wednesday. They said it's for an undisclosed amount and also an undisclosed amount of time. I think that will be sorted soon to the public. All right, but at this point I still believe that is very good. They have Ugbo from Canada, and they have Kadama Thierry as 2 strikers there. They created a lot of chances. They have a lot of actual defenders, solid defenders, and still wanting to add some more Jamaicans to the pool. We had Mr. You have Mr. How can I forget his name? I'm really losing it. 1 second. Michael Hector, Mr. Michael Hector on their radar as well. So that would leave 4 to 5 Jamaicans being there, because you have Deshaun Bernard there as well. All right. So they completed the deal of Jamal Lowe so far, and Jamal Lowe is a season at least over 10 goal scorers. 10 goals a season for you at least, and 3 assists. Even with limited game time, he can give you that. So that itself will definitely help them out as it relates to the amount, whatever they want from him, which I expect should be goals. So Kadama and Ugbo can maybe have a less big spurt, and it's still good enough. So he can come and balance the record right there for the team. Let me know if you think that's a good deal or not. So that is for Jamal Lowe. All right. Today is a good day. USA out, and they are having meltdown online. Claudine says, big up yourself, Jamal Lowe. JD, Jamal Lowe find a club quicker than some players. Oh God, Chris Smith. Oh my God, Chris Smith, man. Jesus Lord, this Chris Smith. You can't stop at times, brother. All right? You can stop at times. We don't have any players talking about today. We're only talking about specific players. So congratulate Jamal Lowe, Chris Smith. And don't go down the road of fighting other people, bro. It's like you don't even happy for Jamal Lowe. You're just happy to say that he found a club for some, and the others don't find a club. If you have something in your head, Chris Smith, you have it in your head, brother, man. All right, come on, man. That's Jamal Lowe right there. Jamal Lowe has a club. Omar Hutchinson off the books as well. Michael Hector haven't finalized as yet. All right, haven't finalized as yet. And then we have Kaheem Paris. Kaheem Paris actually has a club. All right. Kaheem Paris has a club. Chris Smith, he has a club. So Kaheem Paris find a club. My goodness. My goodness, Christmas is something else, you know. So Kaheem Paris is at Sabah FK. So they saw the need for him and they decided that they're going to keep him at the club. Let me know if that's a good deal for you. Let me know, people. All right. Yes. He's at 650k, being 24 years old. Birthday is January 6th, so that means he's going to be 25 coming next year. I do believe that this is best for him because Dynamo Kiev was definitely too high of a move for him. At the first I saw that and I honestly believe that was too much of a big step up. And a lot of people call that as well. So I have to big up them for calling that. All right. So him getting an opportunity to push himself, I only can respect that and big him up for that. All right. Let me tell you when it actually finished. The contract expires in 2028, so it's pretty much a 4-year, almost 5-year contract because it's June, so almost 5 terms contract. To be honest, that is very good for him. So big up to Kaheem Paris. All right, hopefully we can see in the national team. JD, I'm talking about the other players. You said he will. Okay, I know, Chris Smith, I know what you said, and I retain information, bro. You don't have to tell me what you meant. If that's not one of my skills, that if not the one skill I have is to retain information. O'Neil, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. What massive respect. What country is that? Okay, what country is that? All right, Sabah FK. Sabah FK. One second. Let me just give it to you. All right, so Sabah FK, Azerbaijan Professional Football Club. So Azerbaijan is that. Don't worry about that, you know, guys. Most of these teams actually play good football and can develop players way higher than our region. So I don't think that has anything to do with it, people. All right, DJ Architect, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Did the coach did better than Tapa? We're gonna get into the coach conversation. Jarvis Paris, massive respect, says good deal. All right, yeah man, big up. All right, so let me move on from Kaheem Paris. So that is massive for him right there. And then we have 3 more. Trivante Stewart is back at Salernitana. We are not sure if a deal will be struck soon for him to leave. Or if you had watched him, let me know if you thought that he did enough to settle in Europe and can kick on at Salernitana. Or you think that he has to go elsewhere. Let me know your thoughts on that. All right. For me, I am not sure if he did enough to kick on to that next level. I would say that I think that he should take more time. I think he should take more time in a lower league before going back to Italy B or whatever it is and do his thing there. You know, get out of the spotlight and just do your thing. I thought that he was doing well at the club that he went to. So he should have just stayed there and next time if he gets the chance and just keep on building up his resume right there. That's what I think still. I don't know about you. Let me know what's your take as to Mr. Trivante Stewart, all right? Or if you have any information on the deals coming through, you fill me in on that because sometimes I know that you guys in Jamaica might have more information before it happens, all right? Yes. So you can fill me in on that. But at this point, he is actually at the Salernitana. So he's back where he should be at this point. All right? Yes, so another one we have to do and then we move on. Yes, because there's a lot of people coming through. Yes, so we have one man here that performs very well. But I am not sure. All right, so Vaz Dovak ends the loan with Junior Flemmings. So they are going to decide if they are going to take him or not. Is it good enough? Did he did good enough? Did good enough for you for him to get a full contract for Toulouse? Let me know. Based on what they had said, about him, I don't think they give him the highest respect. So I don't think he would fit back in their system. But when he came there, he was on a dip of 50,000. So he was down to 350k euros, and now he's back up to 700. So his highest amount he ever valued. All right. So I think this actual spell was a supreme success for him. So Junior Flemmings is back on the rise based on his valuation, based on his output. I really like it. We were calling for him to get a break. I thought that I would have put him back in the team over Kaheem Dixon and all of the local players them. I thought that he should have gotten the nod because he puts in a very good shift. If you watch these games, you know, I can see that he's actually learning football the right way. And I thought that if he came in, he would have contributed to the national team. And see, now he's on 350 more K market value at an older age, at a 2.5 years older age. And he's at his highest market peak, which is extremely good. So big up to Mr. Junior Flemmings. I will wait and see where he goes after this, but I don't think he's going to stay at Toulouse. I think Toulouse will try to move on from him and try to get a profit on him. I think they can get a profit on him right here based on what's going on. All right, so that's a very good move for Toulouse to get him places to get some more game time. All right, so let me know if you think he's going to stay or he's going to move. I hope he gets game time. That's Omar Fowling. Play in the league and conference league as well. Happy for Kaheem. All right, Stewart need to stay another season in a lower league and try dominate. All right, Rich Ty, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Kush in the building. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. The amount of 16 and 17-year-olds playing for their country while JFF still believe in over 20 to play for Jamaica. A 17-year-old score in Jamaica. DJ Architect, you have to really dig deep in and put context to a lot of things. Jamaica doesn't have a high-level footballing development program. They don't have a high-level footballing team, so they can't develop high-level players. I have never seen a high-level footballer come out of Jamaica at all. Or maybe only time it was directly Ricardo Gardner. And Ricardo Gardner wasn't the complete package until he goes to Bolton. So we can't develop those players. All right, Paez is a different level player because his overall society is different. They are footballing culture. They have gone through different systems. Yes, so you can't compare them with nobody in Jamaica. You can't just make up stories and get success. You have to put these things, these contingency plans in place and keep on doing the right things for years to produce those talents. You're not going to get them off the rip. It just doesn't happen. All right? I'm very sorry, people. It just doesn't happen. All right. Bless up Jason Guna. Well, you can teach old dog new trick after all. No, man, people, if you never get the chance, if you never got the chance, how can you really judge someone? And that's what I've always said. Send the guys them go outside to learn football, and then you can judge them after that. All right. And for the next person I'm going to talk about, that's where it comes in. Big up yourself, Demo. Says one Flemmings. Yeah, man. Flemmings doing his thing, and we have to give him his credit. We can't come out here and say anything otherwise. The guy's doing his thing, and big up to him. All right. Good for Flemming, man. Has fight in him. Good for him. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'm sure he's at his highest market value. Now they can get $1 million for him, and they never bought him for much. JD, what you think of Miguel Coley? All right, Big Boss, I like to stay on the subject matters, all right? Yes. Then you have Tyreek Jimenez. He was signed to Cercle Braga. Younger Circle, to be exact, Younger Circle. He's still there after the season ends. So I'm still waiting to get more information on Tyreek Jimenez. I do believe that both of the clubs, them Younger Circle, that's tied to Circle Braga, which is that just like the youth under 21s. They have done extremely well in Belgium, extremely well. They have sold off a lot of quality players for high level market fee. So I think Jimenez might be if he can break through in this team, he might just have a super career ahead of him and can rise in his market value. So him being there tells me that they have not given up on him. That's for one. And also, his club is in a ridiculous rise. I'm talking in a like 300-400 million euros rise. From nowhere to 300-400 million euros rise. So it was a very good move for Jimenez to go there at this point. Hope they actually keep him right there. All right, because that's going to be incredible for him. They are putting through some very, very good, promising young players, and they are getting a lot of money for them in the markets now. So all of their players have risen top tier, I should say. Top tier. I'm going to give you some of the valuation. At this point, there are 22 players, value 56 million, and I can tell you by the next update, you're going to look at Easywell 102, 103 million. Because Denke is at 16 million. He's going to jump to around 32, 33 million. 23-year-old, and he scores a billion goal. He's strong like a ox at this point, all right? So he's going to jump. Augusto will be jumping. He's 20 years old at 23 million market value. Think he's going to go closer to 7.5 million right there. And Efekele will jump to around 2 million. So Easywell, Summers as well will jump in the market. So they have done well. They have done well. So you can look at a big rise. And Bayo just came in, jump up to 400k. He's going to reach close to 1 million very, very soon. So a lot of them coming in. So, and it's a young squad. So if he can break through, that it would be the best for him. I think it's the best surrounding for Jimenez to be in. The best surrounding for him to be in. And he only can go places. He only can go places from here. All right. Richard Crawford said, remember, is Butler built Jimenez? I don't know about that. O'Neill Reed said, JD, you are a legendary. You've been telling them that JPL players cannot work out. Listen, you for weeks, but not say anything. Yeah, man, big up yourself on it. Real. We only try to put out the information as best as possible, as it presents itself, and try to give it as honest as possible. We don't try to spin any corner, none at all. All right, as it comes, we give it to you, and always stay on top of the conversation and prove that we are correct, because we have done a more widespread research to give you back as much information as possible. So good thing for Jamaicans worldwide. Yeah, Trivante Stewart, Junior Flemmings, Tyreek Jimenez, I would say in the best position because he's very young. He's still 19 years old. So Jimenez, keep on doing the hard work. Your time will come, and hope you make the best of it when it actually comes. All right, and Omari Hutchinson, definitely, he was already a top class player worldwide. So he helps himself. Jamal Lowe settle himself in a club now, and Michael Hector is yet to be confirmed. So that's what we have right there. Before we get, I can't give Butler credit for things I don't know. All right, I don't know nothing about Butler building Jimenez. All right, I know that Jimenez went to Mount Pleasant, and he was around is it JC or KC, whatever, one of those things. I thought it was JC. He was around JC, and then he was around Cavaliers. All right, so that's what I know about him. I don't know of Mr. Butler billing anybody. If he does, well, that's his case. But what I've researched, I never know of him billing him. All right, yes, so I'm very sorry if I got that wrong, but I never even said who built him. It's just you trying to bully me to say something that I don't know. All right. I just think they need someone as a coach like JD. Oh my God. Why people keep on saying that I should be the man taking over the job? Jesus, God. Let me get into it now. Stop trying to Richard Crawford. Please, God. Please, God, Richard Crawford. I try to make sure you can speak without pushing you out or anything or censoring anybody. About Richard Crawford, I've named out everybody that I know had the player. I just said I never knew that Butler had the player. What you need to do is provide the evidence, or someone else need to turn up and tell me when he had the player, and then I can give him his credit. I have not tried to take away any credit from anyone. All right? Please just stop. All right. New Wave Entertainment. I've not talked about Mr. Butler in any other light. I've stated what I know. All right. I stated what I know. All right. Yes. And yes, Mr. Eddie, you're going to get blocked from my channel. Thank you very much. Yes. We people, we are not in the business of dealing with stupid people. All right. You have some people that doesn't listen and they can't comprehend well. So you see the dumbass named Eddie Needy said I should block him. So yes, I block you. I have no time for you. All right. You get 5 seconds out of my show, and that should be the end of you. All right. Yes. Thank you very much. I've said for people that can comprehend, and I know a lot of people can comprehend, and that's what keep pushing us further to do our job. I have said I don't know if Mr. Butler grew no baller, so all you need to do is provide the evidence for that, and I can give him the credit. That's all I've said. So if you are so dumb to can't comprehend of what I've just said, then you don't need to be your Eddie Needy. You need to sell your phone and go and look some school to go to learn to comprehend. Thank you very much. All right, so let me move on to what we have here, and we continue. All right, big up yourself, EA football, massive respect. All right, no, I'm not stressing out myself. That's why I've made sure give them the time that they required, and yeah, they have a lot of other places can go. All right, a lot of other places. Maybe when I cuss them out right here, they might become a superstar somewhere else, because a lot of people that comes on my platform and then I have to run them away, they become moderators and other people other places. All right, so it's something normal. All right, so it's nothing new. Yo JD, news on Trivante Stewart. I said that he went back to Salernitana, but I don't know what will happen after. All right, yes. One love, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Let me move on. So we are gonna deal with the headline. Yeah, man, we remove him. Yes, remove him and give him in 2 seconds of fame. Journey. All right, so this is the coach. This is the coach now talking about the positive sides, and through the positive sides, he gave up a lot of other information. All right, a lot of other information. All right. Yes, so let me listen to it. Write down as much things. All right. Rich time, maybe they actually get paid to do these things. I don't know. Well, one thing I do know, I don't want nothing from them. All right. Genuine people comes to my platform for me and want to see me reach places.
Positives. First of all, the results. You know, going away to Mexico and get a result, go in to Canada and getting a result there. Bronze medal in the Nations League. What was it, quarterfinal or semi-final in the Gold Cup. Qualifying for Copa. So it's a lot of on the pitch results. But I think the biggest positive, in my opinion, is the squad is much more healthier than it has ever been. So it's higher standards, it's more accountability, more responsibility from the players. It's more team players that think team first. And I praise.
All right, so the first thing is said, they have achieved a lot of things. They have qualified for the Copa, went to the semi-finals of the Gold Cup, did well in the Nations League, obviously, because they qualified for the Copa. Also, he said what he is proud of, because he's going to go into why he's so proud of that. He said a LTS squad, and then he goes into team players. Now you have more team players for Jamaica. All right. So clearly, obviously, if a person said something like that, you don't need him to go to the next side. So he thinks that he never had these things before. All right. And would you agree with him? A LTS squad and more team players. Would you guys agree with those two takes he gave to you guys? I tend to agree that you have more team players and you have a LTS squad, because before I thought that a lot of other players made those teams solely based off you being born in Jamaica or having connection to people. I truly believe that he brought in a lot. Yes, you guys could say that he did a lot of other things wrong, but I still believe that he brought, because two things can be right, you know. You still burn him out for the inclusion of certain players. That is true, but at the same time, you had it in a bigger number, so that makes it two things can be taking place at the same time. I thought that he did way better than every other manager based on the amount of players that came around and what the quality of the players are. But he was still a part of the next problem as well. I totally agree, people. I am not giving in to the coach. I'm just saying what it is. All right? All right. And so by that definition, it is a LTS squad. So I agree on two of these things. Jesus God. Alj, give it Alj. Oh my God. Wow.
The guys on the extra training we did two days ago. There are players in this camp that haven't played a single minute for Jamaica, and every footballer dream to play on a stage like this. And these players have, of course, they should be unhappy not to be playing, but they have not taken it out on their teammates or on the coaching staff or on the staff. They have respect for each other, and I think this is something that the players and staff need to protect in the future, because it's so much possibility to raise the bar, continue to raise the bar for Jamaica. That, in my opinion, is the biggest takeaway I take from this journey. And I just was reflecting with the players yesterday. When we came, I was told even from the people in charge that this was a disjointed squad, that there were kind of 2-3 groups of players playing, foreign players, Jamaica-born players, and they could not work together. I hear no one talk about this today.
All right, so he touched on that. He said when he came in, he heard about the segregation of 2-3 different groups, local born and overseas born players, and middle class of maybe overseas playing Jamaican players. So you have different groups. He said you don't hear about that anymore. I think we do hear about it, but not to the extent. So the team chemistry is completely different. Would you guys agree? So that's team chemistry. All right. Get along, which is chemistry, don't. Which is chemistry. So the team chemistry is completely different. Have you guys not hear about that anymore? Or you're saying that you still hear about it? Let me know. Because for me, Grimmy, you never loved Jamaica from the start. You said they were disjointed and unprofessional, and you didn't know. Okay. The team chemistry is worse. Woo! All right. So Alj, other people get involved. Let me know, because Alj is saying that the team chemistry is worse. I don't actually agree with him. I think that they have passed that level. All right. They have passed that level. All right. Onion said, JD, you always beat and teach JFF. Sometimes I wonder if they do see it, man. They do see it. They do see it. And a lot of times they actually agree with me too as well. Yeah, they do see it, man. They do see it. I think that it actually got better as well, so I can't beat him again. I have to give him a ticky. So I don't know why am I giving him so much ticky when I am the one that said he doesn't have any balls. All right? I think he actually achieved that better. Yes. And the food argument, people. I had a conversation today with the food argument. So before I run anywhere, people, you have a world outside Jamaica. Jamaica is a part of the world. All right? Tigat, please. Stop. Don't, people. I don't like this. People just calling my program. I don't do call-ins on my program. If I don't say I'm doing it, I don't do it. I have a show that I have my show, people. Stop disrespect my program, people. All right? Yeah, man. People no can just call my program like that, brother. You get me? T got always do them foolish thing. Me in the middle of my show, I try sort out something. I just a call for just make and bag a war for 3 minutes. Let me talk, brother. Let me talk. Please. All right? If I'm going to do calling, I will. And I had said, when I'm done with this conversation, I will do calling. So you can't just call whenever you want, Tigat. Tigat, you're not a star for me. You are not a star for me. I am a star just the same. So give me my limelight, please. All right? He's going to burn me out now, you know. Yes, Tigat, give me my limelight. All right? Yes, people drop. Give JD him limelight he got and leave JD alone. All right? Yes. So anyways, I was on the food part. Jamaica doesn't have the best foods in the world. Yeah? We don't have the best food in the world. You know why we don't have the best food in the world? Everybody has their own tastes. Every other region. So if the man had said that to the reporter was he can only resonate to what's in Jamaica. So he thought that he would have tried to overwhelm the man to say that he likes the food. You understand me? I come here to Belgium. I don't like everything in Belgium. And they said Belgium have some of the best food dishes in the world. France have some of the best dishes in the world. Italy have some of the best dishes in the world. And I taste those dishes and I don't even like it. You understand me? So if man come and say Iceland have the best fish in the world, China have the best this, it's true the man talking. So all people take it disrespectful. I think sometimes our ego gets the best of us. Our ego gets the best of us because we don't know nothing more than Jamaica. And that is the problem. The man never disrespected Jamaica when the man said that about Jamaica. Other places have the best things them as well as Jamaica. Come on, man. Sometimes that's why people can't deal with us, you know, because we always box ourselves in and don't know nothing else about the rest of the world. And then we only think what we have is the greatest things. And the coach never did nothing wrong. The whole of Jamaica disrespect the man because the man said that. The man is completely right. The best fries in the world is Belgium. The best rabbits in the world is Belgium. The best jerk chicken in the world should be Jamaica. You understand me? While the best something should be the best whatever in America, Americans can tell me about that. Whatever America specialize in, and then tacos in Mexico should be the best in Mexico. Then Italy should have the best pizza. Then France should have the best wine. Everywhere have something. So if the man just say, brother, you can't ask me if Jamaica have the best foods in the world. You get me? Everybody have a makeup. They were born and something. You know much people tell me that they don't like jerk chicken. They don't like certain things from Jamaica. Of course, they are not going to. Because they can't resonate to it. So what you have is just that. So you can't eat the coach or something that is not true. All right? Mr. Determined, get off my nerves, brother, man. All right? You're not here to educate people. You're just here to glorify a bag of foolishness. Jamaica have no best food in the world, brother. We have our food that we like and we eat. I stay in Belgium and I bought all Jamaican foods because that's what I can resonate to. But I'm not going to say it's better than any other food in the world because other people, and if you use mathematics, Jamaica is a small place. So if more people can resonate to their foods and they have a bigger country, technically you can't get first determined. Come on, man. Too egotistic, man. Jesus God. So only 8 people because of an ego that makes one delusional. Wow. Wow. I don't know how this is possible, but this is incredible. The man said nothing wrong, people. Nothing wrong. Let me get back to the points. Good God. And just hate people for no reason. Him should say some specific food. The man say what he want to say. Me born in Jamaica, me spend money on Jamaican food every single day. We don't have the best food in the world. All right? Period. So if you don't want to eat me and say me no more Jamaican, you can't say what you want. All right? Yes.
I heard a lot about this player and this player is never doing their best for Jamaica. I don't hear this today. And being professional in camp is something that has really, really improved. And I give a lot of credit to the players, how they conduct themselves in camp now is is an absolute honor and a privilege to have worked with them. So these are the positives I take from this journey. The rankings, we're much higher on the ranking list, and this will help Jamaica in the future when
Yeah, I think you should have looked at the rankings before you said that. Because when he came in, we were at what, 60, 64 or 65, right? We were at 64, 65. I still think he's going to be at a better position. He's going to be at a better position. But it's not going to be far from where he started, because these 3 games took away 44 points, I think, when I'm using the FIFA calculator, how much points Jamaica is going to lose. So Jamaica will drop straight back down to 60, 61, 60 to 62, depending on how others drop off as well, because obviously other people playing football, so definitely they might lose points as well. So Jamaica will definitely fall down close to where you started it. All right, so that is still accurate, to be honest, because we have to stay in details. So it is still technically accurate, but it's not a big jump, because from 64 to 62 will not be a big jump. All right, but it still will be a jump nonetheless, right there. All right, if you don't like jerk pork, we can't be friends. I totally understand, Craig. Man from Portland said the best woman in the world is not Jamaican. Why would you say that? And why you being a Jamaican would jump and say the best woman in the world is not a Jamaican? And we should not be bringing up those stories. We're just talking on a specific topic. Chavdan said, we don't know, you're not Jamaican, JD. Nothing new. We now fight you today. Yes, all right, it's fair. It's fair. All right. I had said that I bought Jamaican food for 10 years here. All right, but you never listen to that. Food should never be a reason for anyone to hate anyone. One law, these mans create new ways to hate people every single day. All right, that's why they can't stand me, because I will just tell them the truth, which I know is the truth. All right, but they are not going to come out of their comfort zone to go places and actually learn anything else. They're going to stay in Jamaica and be delusional, and then hate people for people telling them the truth that they don't want to find out any day soon. All right. Alger said, JD, you getting a job in you getting a job in another country. You didn't know that that you're gonna get Jamaican food. Question: why him never ship a barrel with Iceland food? Grimmy this Jamaica food. Jesus God. The man never came up and talk about Jamaica food on his own. It's a over the top egotistic maniac brought up Jamaica food in it, because that's how we are. You bring it up to eat the man. All right? The man is a realist. The man talk in mind and explain to you, educate you that that's not the way to evaluate food. And I thought the man was okay. Jesus God. Wow. Wow. Moby said, I don't think it will go down to 62. I had said 60 to 62, Moby. All right? But we know we're going to lose 40 points, Moby. That is a fact. The amount of points lost will be a fact. It all comes down to how much other teams lose in these tournaments to save us. But we know that we're going to lose that amount of points, Moby. That is something you can't argue, because I have the facts right here. All right? So you can make it any way you want it. If we go to 44, if we jump to 44, losing 40 odd more points, I don't care. I just know that the 40 odd points is correct. And I'm just making sure you're not surprised when we drop so far. All right? Yes. All right, so New Wave says pork should not be eaten. Okay, well, they can't tell people that pork eats right around the world. All right, Jamaican food too oily, brother, too oily. So no, Jamaican food is nice. I bought Jamaican food every single day. The best woman to give the most bun, and the man them who claim their gallus gets the most jackets. Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God! Whew. Warrior 777, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. The best woman come from Kingston, Jamaica. That's what Demo says. You see it? So one Jamaican said we don't have the best woman, and one say we have the best woman. So the coach never said anything about the woman. So I don't know why we are here fighting about woman. All right. Michael Sadler, big up yourself. CS, that's debatable. All right. Earl Banjo Suriname in the building said, leaving your best players at home is looking for problems. Okay. Dima says, doesn't the point go less based off the better teams? Yes. Because, but remember, the last game they lost was against Venezuela. Venezuela was 54th ranked. After the first game they started, and Venezuela is still the lowest ranked out of all of them. Even Ecuador was 30th ranked, Mexico 15, Venezuela 54. But when they played Venezuela, they had Venezuela already amassed almost 40 points at that time, so they were ranked higher than Jamaica. So that's why Jamaica never lost more points, because if they had played Venezuela first and lost first, Jamaica would have lost 25 points in that one game alone. Because they would have been behind them. But because in the metrics calculator, they already won 2 games, so they would have been above them at that point. So that's why it kind of helped Jamaica not to lose more points and go further down the table. All right. Determined said he was wrong. He needed to be specific on the food he was talking about. Bruh, the man saw him say, and mina give the man no fight for nothing. All right. Determined for a man that's outside Jamaica, you should have been more honest to our people, and we need to start being more honest to our people. All right. Most of these folks only had jam food, so how are they making comparison? Thank you very much, One Law. That's the only thing for them. Back to football. We're back to football here. All right. Best is relative. Okay, then. Well, don't eat the man. The man is a honest person as it relates to that conversation, because I actually agree with him. All right? Yes. And remember, I am still buying Jamaica food just the same every day.
We have a draw for let's say the World Cup groups or next Gold Cup, etc., to be higher on the rankings, and we need to protect that place that we are at, and I'm pretty sure I will leave my shirt in a better place than when I came. We're leaving a lot of data at the JFF, tactical data, profile on players, so the next coach will not need to start from zero. I've done a lot of work for him. Whether he likes it and wants to use it or not, that's his decision, but it's there already given to the JFF, programs, checklists, etc. So we're leaving for sure a much more positive environment than when.
So we stop right there. He said their modules, which I told you guys yesterday. That's why you need to listen to me when I'm talking. I said he's going to leave his module, his datas, all of the other things them. So he's leaving it in a better state in which he found it. Would you guys not agree? Remember, this is what Mr. Speed said. No other coach coming here without leaving exactly what they're working with, so that it can be helpful, not just for Jamaica national team, but helpful to help coaches in Jamaica. All right, so I would agree with Grimmy there. He did exactly what they asked for as it relates. I think he actually did everything what they asked for. All right, I think he actually did everything. So he did that, what they asked for. All right, it's in a better state now. They get everything. I hope they don't take that information from the man to make a decision that most of the fans won't be happy with, because if you have the module and you have someone sitting beside the coach, it can influence you to say, okay, maybe you can do the job and just give him the module and everything to him. All right, so I hope that is not a way to influence your decision to go the cheaper route. All right, you guys should know what I'm trying to say there, because it's very clear.
We came, and that's all down to the players. They have really improved everything around. And not
Craig, they had said the other coaches have not left nothing to them. That's what Mr. Speed came on this program and said. So this man is telling you that he left everything. So it is not the property of the JFF. It's your property. You are the coach for that time. They can't hold on to none of your documents. They can't even see your documents. The only thing you can do is evaluate each tournament based on what your contract was bind or your contract bind. That's the only thing he could have done. But him and them made that deal that he's going to make sure he helps them out. All right. So JD, you're saying they use Grimmy and drop well. I'm just reporting what the man says.
I think we leave a much better and more professional staff now in regards to, let's say, the fitness coach. We've taken highly professional fitness coach to help improve. We have taken a high-class, world-class analyst to help Kyle, our analyst, to grow. Darren Glenister comes from West Ham as a physio to help our to grow. We've had Freddie Butler, Bibi Gardner, and more coaches coming in to help the coaching staff to grow. So I think what has happened is that has been a lot of internal growth, and highly want to thank and compliment the staff in this journey. And I think all the players, for example, now are really happy with everything the medical team has been doing. It's been tough, a lot of work for them, working from early morning to late night. But they have shown what we want. We need hard work. So they have led by example the medical team in this camp. So this is my takes from this journey. I think we are leaving our shirt in a better place than we came, and we at least I've seen to that the growth can continue. We don't need to restart from zero. At least there is basis to work on, and I hope it will be a smooth transition, and it's all done in a friendship, in a friendly way. You know, good departure. President Jensek, Vice President is here, and it's all done in a very Christian manner, and we leave as friends. So there's no grudge from anyone to anyone, and I just want to leave it this way because this is an.
All right, he said a lot there. First, I'm going to start with what he ended with. He said it's no grudge. He doesn't hold any grudge, and in a Christian manner, and he's laughing. He doesn't hold any grudge, but remember, he's the one that resigned. All right, so he doesn't hold any grudge, but you are the one that put something to paper. So that tells you a lot of things right there. I heard Dima saying, but JD, you're giving him a lot of sticky. But all of my gripes that I had with him was on a specific fraction and also on the field. All of these things that he's talking about, they weren't there in the JFF. So I knew that he was the one that brought that right there. So I have to give him credit for that. And things, and that shows you that I'm not biased. All right. Yes. Devon Porter, big of yourself. Alger. Yes, man. So he's telling you a lot right there. So said he left, and I'm gonna read from the Gensec right after, because we put everything together so we can have that conversation. All right. So he has done a lot, and he left to the JFF. So at least the JFF, if they're going to go the right direction, which is to get keep the same squad, add to the squad, yes, but keep the same high level standard, can assess coaches better, because he has left his manual and all of his professionalism in place. So I would say, based on that, and he won 2 games. Obviously, we weren't impressed with the games. Included him himself said he was not impressed with the performances as well. So it's not like people making up stories. Him himself said that. So, but we're still in a position to qualify for the next round of the World Cup. All right, because you have 2 wins. That's the max you could have gotten from it. Obviously, the goal difference could have been better, and that's what we are alluding to. Yes, but at the same time, he did a drop. So he did every single thing. All right. So let me know your thoughts as to what you heard so far. If you thought that he did everything what he could done for Jamaica. All right. I agree. I thought that he thing. All right. Now I'm gonna go from what the JFF had to say with the situation, because yesterday I had a video and burned them out and said that even though he left and they said he resigned, I truly believe that they did not want this to turn out into a same thing like Sheffield, where in which when Sheffield left, they had a lot of money to pay him and they couldn't really pay him. All right. So I honestly believe it's a amicable split where it's not just a resignation. I am not going to come off that until I can honestly check him himself and him say, yes, I don't receive nothing. I don't believe it. I think he has 2 years left and they came to a agreement and that's where they sort things out from. That's what I believe. That's my opinion. I don't have anything to back that up on, but I truly believe that was the case because they wanted to move on from him, but they didn't want it to end like Schaefer's situation. All right. Sharon said, I don't agree with that statement. The local coach that was forced on the coach is total to speed, which undermines his work. All right. Father Miner said Grimo was trying to be helpful us. We are just too slow to realize that. We gave him his credit and all of those places. So why are you saying that we're too slow? It's not the JFF, only JD. Some very erratic vloggers help too. Help too in what? In what? What are you talking about? I've missed your. Just put the conversation what you're responding to because maybe I missed it. Imagine if we had one good CM, okay. Freddie Butler going to be the interim coach, okay. I think YouTubers also hired. No. I'm gonna read it now, and then you can see. I don't think YouTubers really had anything to do. All right. I think you're giving YouTubers too much credit. You understand me? Yes, I honestly believe so. Your opinion is correct, JD. No, I can't say my opinion is correct because I've not gotten the factors yet. You know, I'm gonna work to and then I'm gonna come and tell you that I'm right. Grimmy seems to have a very good character. I will agree. I like how he speaks on these topics, you know. And someone said upstairs right here said I think he would be a good technical director if that is the position to build the football program and not to coach the team. I think his game management is poor. I actually think that he would have been a good director to put things in place because definitely I would say if he doesn't have to deal with these people because he's not from the culture and know how to deal with some of these characters, he could seems a little bit lacking because maybe he's genuine in his approach. Maybe he's genuine in his approach and can be people can con him out easier. You know, because he might try to go from an honest standpoint. That's what I truly believe. All right. So you have a point right there. It was too unprofessional. Let me go through the next one coming from the JFF. But guys, before you go anywhere, we have 230 people in the house. Massive respect. Thanks to all of you guys coming in. If you honestly like how we approach things, please do it, like button, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna go through this. Then I'm gonna open up the call because the reason why I don't just open up the call in, people can just call in, is because if you don't know what I'm gonna speak on, how can you talk on it? You understand me? That is the recipe to talk about the foolishness. You understand me? So if we have gone through everything, understand the overall situation, then we can talk on the points. I think that makes much more sense. All right. So that's how I want to run all of the programs if I'm going to ever put call-ins. All right. Not saying it's you, but just giving my opinion. I don't think YouTubers had any impact on nothing. All right. Yes, I honestly believe so. Because the only thing YouTubers can do is to maybe tell the fans them to fight outside, and you guys, you Omzo is the same person that the JFF doesn't really respect the fans them, so they're not gonna take the fans them cries as nothing. So with that says, if the YouTubers them can influence the people, they are not gonna influence the JFF them. So you have to pick a side unless you're gonna say the JFF respect the respect and adhere to the actual fans. If that's the case now, then you can say YouTubers can influence the situation. But if they are not going to work with the fans them and they don't care with the fans them, YouTubers not no effect on nothing. All right. JD saying we talk a bag of fool. Oh God. No, I'm just saying you can't say the JFF not adhering to the fans, and then the only thing YouTubers can influence is actually fans watching the contents them. All right. So if you're saying they don't care about the fans them and they don't work in the fans them best interests, that means YouTubers them can influence them. If you change that so yes, they are listening to the fans and working on behalf of the fans them. Then from there, you can say the YouTubers influence them. So you can't obtain both of those things opposite. It's not going to work. Devon Porter said, the Punch Up Network, good morning to you. All right. So let me go through what they said here. So this is the Gleaner, and this was literally early on. They stated here, Hallgrimsson resignation not related to Copa results. All right, so they are making sure to clear the year right there. All right. Jamaica Football Federation JFF General Secretary Dennis Strong has confirmed the decision by Heimir Hallgrimsson to resign as head coach of the Reggae Boyz was not related to the team's performance at the 2024 Copa America. All right, so let me continue. Let me know if you guys agreed with that. All right, Hallgrimsson, and the reason why I think they had to say that, if people wanted otherwise, it's because this clause, it was solely down to him qualifying for the World Cup, and he actually got maximum points. All right, yes. Hallgrimsson announced his resignation following Jamaica's final Copa America group stage game on Sunday. The Jamaicans came away from the tournament with a 1-0 loss to Mexico, a 3-1 defeat at the hands of Ecuador, and a second half collapse that led to a 3-0 scoreline against Venezuela. Strong explained Hallgrimsson's resignation was not influenced by the team's poor results at the international tournament. All right. I had a program. Let me make sure we be as transparent as possible. I had a program when I heard either I don't want to lie, someone said maybe someone got the Rudolph speed on the call, and they were asking him about it. I think it was the same radio, and they were asking him about it, and he said when the coach comes back, they are going to evaluate the actual tournament just the same, because they do that on all fronts. So that kind of sounds all over the place, because why are you going to evaluate what? Because the speaker was actually talking as to if the results them that they got here doesn't matter, and it seems like it in that context it matters. But no, he's saying that was not what led to this decision. All right. So let me continue. He said the decision was made for personal reasons, as well as Hallgrimsson wanted to return to Iceland after 2 years in Jamaica. So he said that the decision was made for personal reasons, and on top of the personal reasons, he wanted to return back to Iceland after spending 2 years in Jamaica, which that is not actually 1 year apart. All right, so that 2 years might not be exactly. All right. All right, let me stop there, and then we will return back to it, because I saw a lot of comments coming in. All right. Omza said, so you honestly think the JFF not paying attention to how the fans feel and what's being said? Of course they are. But I had said, you guys said they are not working in how the fans them reacting. All right, so the fans them don't have any impact. So I'm saying, if they don't have any impact, how the YouTubers would have had impact when the YouTubers only impact the fans? That's all I'm saying right there. All right. Chung is a liar right there. Good morning, JDMXH. How you doing, man? I think the coach get homesick. Karen Bogle said every tournament the team plays is evaluated after the completion. That's their standard practice. I know. But at the start, Mr. Speed had said, but it can't turn out to be a firing. All right, he can't get fired. That's what I was trying to say, Karen Bogle. He can't get fired based off the performances of that, because you signed him to get you to the World Cup, and so far he's doing his job to get us to the World Cup, and he did way more than what others did, to be honest. All right, yes. So that's what I meant from what I was actually trying to say, if it never came off clear. Sorry about that, all right? So they said he had indicated when he spoke to us that it is a personal situation. He said it had nothing to do with performance or anything like that. He had wanted to go back to Iceland and the environment. So it had nothing to do with anything about performances issues. All right then. This is where the confusion comes. The game finished, so we are hearing that the coach won't return way before these games even played. And oh, you're speaking now, you started it off, and then now you are making it seems like it's when the last game played, he comes to you guys and said he's going to ease mind. All right, so you're talking in two different terms right here. You get me? So people could read this and think that the Gensek kind of mixing up himself a little bit right here, because that's what I've gotten. When I started it, you made it seems like it was in the fire right here. You get me? And then now you're saying that he's saying it has nothing to do with performances issues. Because remember, we had results right up until this tournament started. You understand me? So you could see where people could read this and say that maybe Chung is not being as clear as possible. It's kind of confusing. You get me? Yes, so according to Chung, the JFF had complete faith in Hallgrimsson's vision as the head coach and did not ask for him to resign at any point. So I think this is coming from people questioning if they are the ones met with him and forced him to resign, and then they come to an amicable deal. All right, the two parties came to a mutual decision and left on a friendly terms. He expressed, okay. All right, the two parties came to a mutual decision and left on a friendly term. All right, so that's what we were saying. That's what we were saying. But I think the aggression was a little bit different. All right, above the mutual term right there. All right. He expressed that the situation here was very different from other coaching situations that we see around the world. Chung explained. All right, so he's going into where the coach had some problems and such. All right, I thought he knew that from day one. Let me get what the rest of the comments saying. All right. Okay, thank you, Karen Bogle. Massive respect. The coach stated that he made the decision a month ago. So, no, that's why I'm saying people will always say he's lying. You understand me? Because the way he speaks, he's speaking like direct. Like it happened one day ago, and he started off telling me that this was something that the man was planning before. So you understand me? It's stressing. One last said YouTubers do influence JFF anything or anyone at this point. Can and will influence them. You think it's because Speed doesn't have a thing to do? Why he's always on the shows? I think I missed my overall statement that I've made, My statement wasn't coming directly from me, It was coming from you guys. I was just repeating what you guys had said. That means you missed what I've said. Oh, Harry said, I wonder if Jamaica want me to be the coach. Think I could do a good, all right? Michael Sada said, so JD, do you think that the JFF is capable of putting anything the coach recommend in place? Rene found an amateur league. Grim found the same. When it's going to change, all right? Chung always a twist up himself. Grim being sacked would have messed up his resume. That's not lying. Who is evaluating Speed? Model feel coaching hires. Damian Hendricks, I don't, I don't know. We would have to ask those questions, That's why I wanted to read everything, people. All right. Let me put the number here so people can call in and give their take. And please read it yourself. From the Gleaner, read it yourself. 466. Yeah, please read it yourself. All right. All right. So let me replace. I had a pin link there already. Okay. All right. So that is the number. I have a pin link, guys. I have a donation link. So if you like what we do, you definitely donate to the link right there. All right. Yes. But that is the calling number. You can call in now based on what you heard. I'm going to go through the rest of it. Let Butland Speed coach a team. New Wave says, good God. JD, what you think of Miguel Coley being a national coach? I don't think Miguel Coley has the overall experience, I would say. You need coaches that have dealt with big characters and all of those things, all right? That's what I think. You have to get solid coach. I'm not saying Miguel Coley ain't a solid coach in his statics, but I don't think he has coached the same level of players. That's my problem, If he did, let me know. But I don't have any knowledge to say that he did at that level. But I know that he has the qualification. I know that he has the qualification. That's one thing I do know right there, people. All right, the number is here, so you can call in and give your take as to what's going on. Let me continue here. All right. No one was fired nor was asked to leave. So he's making sure he responds to people like myself that says that's what I thought upon. He took the decision voluntarily because of his personal situation. It was a very amicable thing because he did express that he would still be very supportive to the team. Okay. All right. So T got calling back now. All right. Yes. At the time. Good afternoon, sir. T got. Sorry to curse you out for early on, but I had to curse you out.
All right, fine. Let me give you a applause, Mark. Yeah, you're doing a good job. Yeah, you're the best. You're a superstar in your own right.
Yeah, I never said you're not a superstar. I just said I want my time. For God's sake, I am a superstar as well. That's what I said. I am a superstar as well. So I never tried to denounce your starship. All right.
Oh boy, I'm telling you, this whole mess, this whole mess really a mess. But I like how you do your analogy of everything, your post-mortem of everything, and I agree with you 100%. I don't know. Even hear about the story about the wasps and the bees. Why the wasps didn't know to make honey? You ever hear about that story, Diddy?
The wasp and the bee? No, I don't know the story, so please educate me on it.
Alright, so they're saying that the reason why the wasp didn't learn to make honey because he was the wasp was learning to make honey, right? But the first thing they have to make a hive. So when they go learn to make the hive, or the wasp thinks, okay, when I made the hive, I can make the honey. So you just run away, and then stay on to learn to make the honey. But the bees stay on and learn to make the honey, so the wasp can make both honey and hive, and the wasp didn't learn to make the honey. So I don't want it to be, to say this, I don't want it to be just because they have the blueprint. Grimmy has left them the blueprint, they think they can coach the team.
Okay.
And because it all boils down to respect the players, respecting the coaching. You understand? And playing for the coaching. Because remember, in one point even when Tabo was coaching, he wasn't a fan favorite of most of the players, but he has some players who would die for him on the field. You understand? And he would pick some players because he knew they would fight for him, and they fight for him, even though they're not them a fight and losing battle. They go on the field and they fight for Tabo. You understand? On the field. So it goes with coaches for them to fight with them on the field. Now, looking at what the JFF did and stuff like that, it's just because hearing a lot of sources and stuff like that. Somebody really that they don't know why Mr. Speed has so many times been on YouTube shows.
So did he came on any shows?
No, not after the incident, but I'm talking about before, in previous time. You understand?
Yeah.
He's on another YouTube show. So I'm just making the point that they do listen to the YouTubers. And they listen to the YouTubers. And sometimes they are making some assessment that is not correct, not 100% correct.
Okay.
So the YouTubers are not making some assessment that is not 100% correct. You understand?
Yeah.
And point that you make with the food, you are correct. You are correct. Some people need to come out of Jamaica and taste some food, and it's not really better than Jamaica, but it's good. Alright. And I must say that I heard that in the hotel industry, some hotel, not all, because I'm not into all of them, but I went to the one near St. Mary, my family and I took the family on vacation. And I must tell you that the jerk chicken is not all that. You understand? The jerk chicken is not all that, and some of the food is not all that. You understand? Sometimes the jerk chicken, the taste is good, even better than the one that went there already is good. You understand? Sometimes the hotel food not really good, although they have classic shape. Even better than some of the street vendor food. And maybe the man right, maybe the food that we can't beat him and say, yo, Jamaica is the best food. No, sometimes other food really tastes good. Yeah,
Yeah, but I've learned, Tigat, I'm here long enough to understand that some of these people just curse out for no reason, you know? So, once I can find the information on it, I will give them their support in each one of the places. Just like when I've started the show, someone came in, asked me a question about, I was talking about what I'm trying, which is the players, their performances, clubs, and what they're doing at this point. So I brought up Jimenez, Richard Crawford. People don't know that Richard Crawford is just a fake account from Mr. Butler. I'm only talk about Mr. Butler. Him come and say Mr. Butler's production, which is Jimenez. I never knew that. So I said I know about Cavaliers, Billings, Jimenez, JC, and also Mount Pleasant. He had a spell. I never knew about that, so provide it. And next man come in, he started to want to disrespect me because obviously his brain capacity is so low. You understand me? He only can use the sense that he has to activate aggressiveness, you know, aggression, I should say. You understand me? So that's I can understand, and I just leave it because all I do, all I did was just ask him to provide evidence. And it's pretty much a man to tell about your mother just to provide evidence when I just ask a question. It simply means I don't know. Because the reason why I could have said that is because this is the only thing visible. So tell me what up on the other sides. But that's how people is. So I don't expect them not to be mad, you know, because I know you have one and two mad people, literal mad people. You know, yes, and they have the same rights to walk around as the sane ones as well. You know, yes. So you will get a lot about your mother very easily. All right, so yes. So don't pay them any mind. That's the way I have to say with the proof, and that's all you need to do in life. All right.
That's all you need to do. And then when coming up with it, because people need to understand. There's a lot more going on that we are privileged to know. You understand? That's happening within the football federation. There's a lot more going on in the inside that we are seeing. Because I've been hearing all sorts of stuff from credible sources. You understand? All sorts of stuff from credible and stuff like that. Even when I keep a conversation, I do something. And then I watch with it. When qualified for the Open, and then the coach asked them for some. So, all right, since to qualify, we have coming up. Them coach that's not a part of the contract.
Okay, so hold on. Before relax here. This came up yesterday. So, but that would have technically say the coach is lying, and also the federation is lying as well. You understand me? So once you agree with that, you'd have said the coach is lying and the federation is lying, because that wouldn't be a personal reason then. That would have been a personal reason, yes, but the personal reason would mean you don't believe you're getting more, you're getting enough worth.
Yes, you understand?
Okay.
That is true. That's something that there's a lot of things that been happening that is not being said. There's a lot of things not being said. Even when they're talking about the assistant coach, they said the coach did not approve some of these people they push on him. The coach did not approve some of these things that they push on him. And they put and just take it. That's where the professionalism, that's why inside with the MPs, that's where the professionalism come from. You understand? They just, okay, I'm going to give it. Let's assess the coach and all the players that he needs. All right.
Hold on, T-Gat, you get 9 minutes, you can't start and say assess, because other people are calling you. You take more than the 5 minutes, you take the next 5 and then you're going to assessing. You say something right there in the T-Gat where you can shut my show down, because, make sure you have the proof for them things you say, Because you say, you hear from a good source,
When we look at when one mission like when the court started, right, they use so much play. When the first test comes with the World Cup qualification against Jamaica, right? These are not the players that the coach had from the beginning. He had about 9 JPL ballers on the bench. You must he never started. But they were, when you look at the bench, what another player then start with, he didn't get the full complement of players that he started. When you have the right test, when you have the complement of players that he started with, that he was doing the pre-mock exam. And when the exam come now, he had about 9 JPL ballers, rest of all of them, they're not there. And then now Copa, all of the ballers come to Copa. No, it's all those ballers that were playing Copa, played those same game against Denmark and Dominica. You see the score not been that 1 love and whatever victory. But nevertheless, we won. We won the 2 games, so it is graded still is at 100%. You understand?
All right.
But anyway, you still go over time.
T-Gat, that's the time where you get T-Gat. Don't waste this, man. All right, big boss. Take care, yeah? And fix your mic for the next time. All right, T-Gat? Yes, sorry about that, sir, T-Gat. All right, yes. So T-Gat Costa said, yes, T-Gat audio is Peter Mystic, Jason Guna, when can be, that T-Gat doesn't have an audio problem. T-Gat have a voice problem. You know? So sometimes, and let me not say anything, because Umzo said I picked on only people that I don't like. I like T-Gat. I have no problem with T-Gat. T-Gat is my virgin. So I don't know what Umzo's talking about. You're just trying to pick a fight with me and cranky for reason for what? I don't come here and pick fights of people. I am just living in my Kendrick Lamar state, which I think I'm doing very good, because I can work on information and come out with it. But you just want to see me unhappy on YouTube. I don't know why Umzo is sad that I am looking happy. My face is looking like 20 years old, looking very bright and feeling good. But yet still you don't like that. You should want the best from me, Umzo. All right, Umzo? So stop bad mind me, Umzo, please. All right, yeah, man, stay friends and leave me alone. All right, please. 46646. You all should be happy. He's muffled, or else you would be deft. Yes, him and the pastor always have those things. All right, so we had a lot of things. We have not broken down the game itself, which I would love to do on the screen, to be honest. But I'm going to still go over it a little bit, because obviously I've been busy for the entire time, because I left straight from just finishing the video, got 1.5 hours sleep, and literally got up 1.5 hours later, and I had to go bring my kid to school, and I was busy since until around 6-7 o'clock. Yes, man. So some of these night games, I'm telling you, man, it mashes you up, man. You don't get no time if you have a life aside from YouTube, you know. If you don't have any life beside YouTube and YouTube is your only way, then definitely it's doable. But good God, especially my time zone, it's not working, good people. All right. So what did Tigat said, JD? You didn't hear what Tigat said, Fire Gunner? All right. So Tigat had said that he agrees with everything that I've said before. All right, clear. Then he went into to say that he doesn't necessarily believe certain things due to the fact that he got a source, a close source, that gave him the information that even problem caused on this behalf of the coach asking for more money after getting into the Copa. All right. And if people go back into history, the Copa was released when? When we knew that Copa would have joined with Concacaf. It wasn't 4 years ago. I think it was maximum 2 years. I think it's less than 2 years. I think we knew like a year and a half. I think we knew like a year and a half, right? Let me know when let me type it in. When we knew that Copa, when announcement of Concacaf joining with Concacaf Cannibal. Merger. All right, let me see. All right. In 2023, January 2023, all right? That's when, so it was not 2 years ago, all right? So the coach signed a contract almost 2 years ago. So the coach wouldn't know about this. So if the coach come and ask for more money, based off what the achievement is, before I made a statement on this, a month ago, I should have really looked into things before I jumped. But my stance on this shifted based on when I've checked the facts and say that it's just a year ago. We knew just a year and maybe a month, just over a year ago, we knew that it would have been a merger. So this man signed his contract before. So if the man came back in, big up yourself, big up yourself. I know that you guys have hurricane coming, so stay safe, all right? Stay safe. So that means the coach signed his contract before. So if something else new adds to the table and he actually achieves that, people, would it not be right for him to go in and ask for something or ask for a conversation for something else? Because obviously this is what took the big turn in Jamaica. Like people were actually talking about, yeah, he wanted more money, so he was upset on that. And I tend to think that it's true because I knew about that from a month ago and I had said it to you, but not in such blatant form. Yes. So I think he has the rights to go in and ask for a raise because it was not in your contract, but it was not in anybody's contract. And it's something that they get 2 million for my work. So when I look at it that way, I tend to think that the guy could come in and say what he say, all right? Or Tracy said the coach want more money from Copa, and the JFF said no. Flaggy, it's not Oral Tracy said so. I knew about that a month ago, and we said it on the channel as well. So yeah, they had problems. So he's not wrong as well because I heard the same thing exact way as to what he said it, and he said it after we did our stream even yesterday as well because Dima came on and said that. So yes, so based on how I've looked at it, let me hear what people have to say on that. A bit strange for the coach to ask for a bonus when he himself alluded to how much JFF need earnings from the Nations League third place. Yes, but Jason, if we are talking on the point that he had asked for more, what you have to say on that, that is different. You are talking about you are not even sure. Well, I can tell you that, yes, I think he did. He did ask for more. But I don't know how much that impacted his decision in the end or their decision in the end. But yes, it is a thing because you clearly hear it yesterday and it was from today. It was from a month ago as well. All right. Yes. So it is true. That Damien Hendricks says facts. Yeah, man. Based on how I looked at it, I have to say that at first I agreed with the JFF stance to not wanting to have any accept that, and then after a year they can assess his performances and maybe add it on. At first I agreed to that, but when I checked the date of when this merger took place, I want to say that if a man do work, I'm supposed to get paid for work. That's all I'm going to say. I am not saying he didn't. I am saying I am surprised he did, as he took every opportunity to lament lack of resources. Yes, but if you get 2 more million, how much more resources you want outside that 2 more million? Jason, so he knew the figure as well. So the figure changes the conversation. Because if your upside was $1 million and him qualifying the team to the place, your upside clear. So what I can get out of that, I think that at least the conversation should have been had in good faith and not just push away anybody and say that's not going to work because you never signed to that. I think that is not respectful right there. Based on how I've looked at everything now, I'm looking at it from a different standpoint. At first, I agreed. JD, read my comment. Need to put on the end. All right, let me. All right, okay. Jairus says, but he has all rights. The coach worked for it. Yes, I think he worked for it. Obviously, he never knew what he was doing. Would have turned out to this. But he works for it, so I think he has all rights to ask for it. Before you continue, 2024, we qualified for the Centario as the winners of the Caribbean Cup and the Central American Cup. We're both included. Put it up. All right, put it up. Can you send that to me? Send it to me, Jairus. Can post it in the chat. I can't put it up on the screen because I'm using a different one. I will do that in a different video, Jairus. I will do that in a different video, Big Boss. Okay. No, I'm looking at the computer, so it's big enough. Sorry if I can't read it. My fault. Media said, yes, I think he has the right. They are adding more task to the contract he agreed to. JFF should put it, you couldn't put something in his contract that never existed. So I can understand why others would have took a stance. But for me, I would think that the guy could go in and he has the rights to ask for it. When I've looked at and assessed everything, I am going to stay on that side. All right, let me read JFF. All right. Before you continue, 2024 was not the first time we qualified for Copa. We qualified for the Centario as the winner. Okay. Yes, but how much money we had gotten at that time? Let me give you the money that we got at that time. We qualified for Copa the last time. You sure about that? How much times? Let me see. How much times? Because I thought we got invited all the other times, even though we won those. I never expected it. I never thought it was a direct connection. How much times Jamaica qualified? Copa America. So let me see if they told us 2 times. All right. They were also invited 2015 and 16, being eliminated, but it's only once Jamaica have qualified, and it's in 2024. That's what the Copa America side says. So then maybe what we did show them that we had the ability to perform at a higher level, hence why they invited us. But the only time Jamaica ever qualified, they are saying it's only this time in 2024, Girlz. That's what they said. They said we were invited the last 2 times, Girlz. Girlz, no, this is not me saying it. It's the actual site for the Copa saying it, because it's a site pop up first. They said Jamaica has also qualified the first time for Copa in 2024, scheduled to begin the 20th of June. So this was written before. And they were also invited 2015 and 16, being eliminated on the group stage on both occasions. So follow up, Girlz, let me know. Okay, but Girlz would. So Girlz, I had said yes, they could got the nod because they performed well in such and such tournament. We were invited 2016, but you said 2015 we qualified then. All right, I'm going to dig deeper in that one. But I can't do it live. I have to dig deeper and then I will let you know. All right, so Girlz said I should research on the 2015 qualification. All right, so I will do 2015 Copa, and I will come back later and let you know. But that's what they said here. Jamaica qualifying. So just oh, you said I should research the 2016 one. 2016. All right, Girlz. I will do that. I will do that after. But because what they're saying right here is not going with that, so I will just do it in a different one. No problem, big boss. No, I will. If Girlz said I should dig deeper into it, maybe he knows something. So let me just research. Let me respect everyone's take. I don't have the answer because I thought I had the answer when they put it up on the page. So I'm going to try dig deeper to find out if that's the case. All right. Yes, I'm going to dig deeper than what Copa put up on the page because maybe some mathematics is there. Okay, I'm telling you, you were included as winners of the Caribbean Cup and winners of the Central America Cup also included. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, Girlz. But they still took it as an invite. They never had it structured first, the Girlz. But what they did, they invited us based on, okay, we wanted this and that team, so let me look for the team that performed the best. That's what they have said. That's what they have said, you know. So Girlz, that's what they have said as well. They picked them based off that, but they were invited. It was not a tournament, and they said, when you win this tournament, you qualified for the Copa. It never stated that. They look for the teams, and then after they picked them. So it was not anything Jamaica knew before. It was something that took up after. So that's what they're saying, Girlz. So you are right. You're right. They did pick us because we were the champions of such thing, but not because it was not fielded to say when you are the champion of this, you are going to make the Copa America. That was not stated. You understand me? But after, that's the reason why they picked Jamaica. Yes, so that is correct, Girlz. But they still have it as an invite because it was not tied into the tournament. So when you achieve the tournament, you achieve that instant. So I think so. Girlz is right, but the people are also right as well. So it's an invite. So yes, so people both sides right. All right, because that's what they put on it. They were the champions at that time. All right. Girlz is not correct. No, you can't say Girlz is not correct. Because if Jamaica wasn't the Caribbean champion, maybe they wouldn't pick Jamaica. That's what Girlz is saying. So that's what Girlz is saying. But Girlz, did you check the year before? Why they picked us the year before? maybe that's what you need to put together with 2015 and 16. Yeah. Okay, Joman said nothing is wrong with asking, but it doesn't mean he has to get it. Yeah, okay, all right. He's wrong. Okay, oh my God. Fun of mine that he is right, because maybe if Jamaica wasn't the actual champion, they wouldn't be picked, because if Haiti was the champion, or Trinidad was a champion, and they picked Jamaica, they couldn't base it off what they would have based it off. Because Fana, they did state that they were the Caribbean champions. All right, so you can't say Girlz is wrong. He is right, but you guys are also right. Okay, you cannot get invited and qualify. Oh my God. No, Girlz is right based on, and you guys are right as well. It is an invite, but you have gotten invited. So, for instance, they never. Let me explain the situation. So they never knew who they wanted to pick. They never knew who they wanted to pick beforehand. Obviously, they know that the other teams from CONMEBOL will qualify. After that, now they come up with a method for that. But obviously, the Caribbean Copa, whatever it name, is playing at the same time. And they said, okay then, since we have our neighbors that might not be at the highest level and we want to batter them, let me go and pick the best of our neighbors to batter. So let me pick the Central American champion and the Caribbean champion to group them together for those two places. You have been invited. But it's also because you're the champions, you are invited. So technically, he is right. All right? So, Fanaminat, I think sometimes you want to reason past certain things. What I've just said is very clear, Fanaminat, and it is correct. So it would have meant that both of you guys are correct, all right? Because if Jamaica wasn't the champion, they would have picked Haiti. If Haiti was the champion, or Trinidad, if Trinidad was the champion. So he's technically right, all right? So they invited them, but it's because they were the champions, that's why they got invited. So two people correct at the same time. Oh my God, JD, the team was invited the previous 2 times. The first time as the IS Caribbean and Jamaica and Mexico was invited. And the second Concacaf team got invited. All right. Well, they put it up as the Caribbean winners. That's what they put Marlon on the thing. All right. So I'm saying technically Jamaica qualify, and you are even saying that as well because you said the highest ranked Caribbean team. So if it was actually Haiti, Haiti would have gone. If I did Trinidad would have gone. So you're technically saying the same thing that Jaro's saying, but Jaro said he look at it as a means of qualification. But we are saying that they stated invitation. You know, good God, whoo, God, God. All right, guys, we have not asked for any likes on the video. We have not hit 200 likes. I don't think. Oh my God, you know what? Let me leave it alone. Say what you want, guys, but I thought that I broke it down the best way. Guys, 20 more likes to reach 200. Come on, let me do better than that. 250 should 250 should be the order of the day, all right? So guys, you don't want to give 250 should be the order. So oh, you like the video, click your screen or hold onto your screen. You're going to see the like, share, and subscription button comes up, all right? All right, so people, Jaros have his point, and you guys have your point as well, because I had read directly what the actual site stated. But the site still stated it because Jamaica was Caribbean champions. So technically that means they're the highest ranked team. You get me? Yes. Yes, 80, yes. Oh, sorry, 80. Okay, my goodness. All right, so people, Wanna fight about too much things, people. All right? Yes. Yes, Larna PG said, get the man to 250 likes, he deserves it. Well, I can tell you, this is a system that harder to like. On the normal system, they would have got me there long time, so I can't beat them up. I can't beat them up. You know, I will still stay there. Sure, 80 would be better. No, I don't care about who will be better. I was just arguing a solution to the point. All right, and invitation and qualification is not the same thing. Oh my God. Fan of mine that sometimes you want a man that's whole head and just beat you in the head. All right? Just a beat fan of mine in the head. For stop unnecessary violence to understanding fan of mine that. I never gave Girlz the full correct statement, but I'm saying Girlz have a point. Because if we weren't first in the region, we wouldn't get picked. So technically you qualified for the invitation by that. If that no make you have no understanding of it, you have no understanding of mine, Jesus God. Sometimes you can't just understand it, man. It is very clear. We wouldn't qualify. All right, fan of mine, would we got the invitation because we are Jamaica and we are the greatest country? Or it's because we ranked first in the Caribbean? Answer that. If you said yes, it is technically you qualified because you are first place. Good God. So you're qualified for the invitation because you're qualified. Jesus God. That's what I'm arguing. So am I stupid or what is the problem, man? Am I stupid? It must make sense, bro. Jesus God, how much more clear I can be? Oh God. All right, Girlz wrong in how he phrased it, but I still give Girlz point some relevance. And you guys want me to beat up Girlz for no reason when his point, he had a point in it. Maybe it's not the clear one. Jesus God. Wow. Fana, you can't just say sorry either, brother. You can't know everything in a Fana mind. I understand what you are trying to say, but you chose, your choice of word is incorrect. They could pick a team from anywhere. All right, what time it is? I'm done for the day. I think that I've my blood pressure is it come off this show now. JD seems with two. I've officially so people just be honest to me. Did I not make a point right there? Just be honest. Did I not? I'm not making any. Just say I'm not making no sense. Just say I'm not making no sense and fan of mine not right. Please. Just because my brain cells can't comprehend anything. Just please tell me something not making any sense. And Girlz, look at what you put me in, man. Follow my that. Hope you have a good day. All right? No, you're not making no sense. All right, thank you very much, Boss Thomas. I wanted to believe you, but you put a bag of laughing. It's okay to be wrong, JD. Quarter didn't win anything, and they were still invited to the Gold Cup. So, Jesus God, be rebelling. You need a man just have a bucket of water and just throw in your head. You really going to pick fan of mine at sight? Why the man never choose violence? Kendrick, please. Come out with 2 more videos so I can pay more attention. I'm tired. Can't say we qualified if the competition never stipulated winning equals going to the Copa America. Jesus God. All right. All right. Because I love these challenges. It's ironic that our best performance at Copa was when we were invited. So, entertainment buck. You know this man, I don't know. I have just given up on these people. I have given up officially on these and my people. All right. So if people don't see me much, they're not like us. People, all I've said, the man have a point. If Jamaica wasn't in a place to be selected based on the metrics that came later on, they wouldn't qualified for the invitation. All right? So they had to qualify for the invitation. For this one, they qualified directly for the tournament. But they looked, so that means, so the name, look, the difference is the name on the paper, when Jamaica beat Canada, was we qualified. No, beat Panama, we qualified because we worked for it. The next time they got it was the spot for the Caribbean. They looked at it and say, okay, we're going to give the Caribbean first place team that position. All right. It comes a little bit after. All right. Yes. That's the difference. So you qualified, the spot in the Caribbean qualified for that. So anyone held that spot definitely would have qualified. All right. Yes. And then for this one, it's a little bit different because we knew that if we had come third, we would have gotten that position. But we never knew for the invitation. All right. Yes. So I don't know. Yeah, qualified for the invitation, it makes sense. Yeah. It's a stressing one though, you know? Oh, God. Yes, of course, we can play along, of course. Our best when we couldn't even score a goal. Oh, God. All right, people, so I come to the end of this program. Thanks for the likes. I wish I could have gotten 200 likes. I saw you guys being a little bit stingy with your likes, but I have put out my entertaining one. Saw 2 people donated directly to the links. So let me make sure I big them up. So massive respect. Mr. Thomas donated. This is that normal. Jarrell Thomas. And Singh, Jarrell Thomas and Singh donated. Massive respect. On my system, because I don't have my system, when I have my system, it will come up on the screen. Then I can give you more big up for that, all right? Yes. My bad, JD. We scored a qualified Copa goal, not an invited one. Oh, Lord. The stress, people. Hope you're not taking any of Drake delusional pills. All right. So people, yeah man, thanks. I am going to run and go for my daughter now because she has to come from school and stuff, and then I have to continue with my day. But I will definitely remember about this, man. Believe me. We were invited, not a big deal. All right, Chevon. Well, Chevon, it took up a lot of the show and a lot of my brain cells as well, you know, because I was trying to give some credit to what Jay was saying. All right, yes, and we actually learned something through this. We actually learned something through this that they did it in a certain way to invite the teams. They never just went on and picked Jamaica and said, Jamaica, because you have the best jerk chicken in the world, and we're going to pick you. All right. Yes, they picked them because they were first at something. All right. So at least it brought up a conversation. So at least people learned something through that same time. Not Thomas. It is Thomas. All right. All right. All right. Sorry for the person that I can't pronounce their name. They donated. Massive respect. So well, Aunt Ness, please donate and then I can call your name. If I call your name correct. At least the person that cannot pronounce their name properly. They have donated, all right, and I have called something, all right, and you will see it when my normal system goes up. Jesus God, you know, I would love for you guys to have the same standard that you have for me. You know, yes. Not the flat out haters, them, okay? You have some haters in the chat, they are just haters. You get me? Yes. And I know that they are haters. Yes. Big up Michael, massive respect. You know, I'm not going to try to pronounce his second name. I will just leave it alone. You get me? Yes. You have some people, they're just haters, you know? Yeah, so. How much shares Jairus have in this channel? No, I never said you are a hater. I said you have the qualified haters. Then you see some of the qualified haters them start commenting instant. You get me? So you will learn that you have some qualified haters on the platform, you know? But yes. Yes. Oh my God. All right. So we have hit the mark. So thanks, people. Because no, you guys want to curse me out for the pronunciations of names. When at the same time, I do speak other languages than you guys. And if you actually study other languages, maybe sometimes the pronunciations can mix up because you have to always remember things in head, you know? So yeah. But yeah. Qualified haters and invited haters. Jairus, please, Jairus, I have to go for my kid. I am begging you. All right? I am begging you, Jairus. I have to go for my kids. I am not going to war with them anymore. Via the actual WhatsApp, but I cannot take 10 more minutes of this Jairus. Let me put it in a different video, please. All right? We know. All right, please. All right, Jairus, I don't want no more to defend you. They said you have shares in my channel. All right, bye-bye, people. Take care.